I, Denise Gaskin, and welcome to another episode of Varsity Weekly. Today, we've got a lot of exciting stuff going on. First off, we're going to hear from Caleb Wiley with the Ref Spotlight, Hustle with Houston by Olivia Harrisburg, that GCU Club Report with Dominic Hernandez, and much, much more. First, let's hear from Caleb.
Hello, and welcome to another Ref Spotlight on Varsity Weekly on the Varsity Sports Show. I am Caleb Wiley, your host, and usually when I do the Ref Spotlight on the Varsity Weekly, I use one game and I cover the last 2 minutes of that one game, the L2M report. I'm going to be covering 2 plays from 2 games that I think are very interesting, and I want to dig deep in the rule book and just show if these refs missed the call or if they made a call that was not supposed to be made. Now, the first play that I want to review is from about a month back. It is from a Warriors and Grizzlies game. Of course, it happens in the last 2 minutes. And what happened was the Grizzlies were complaining that Draymond Green set an illegal screen, and that freed up Klay Thompson to hit a 3, which would end up being game-winning. So, first things first, let's just review the play and see what happened so I can see where in the rule book can I implement what they missed or what they didn't miss. So the ruling on the court was there was no foul committed by Draymond Green. Now, by the looks of it, it looks like he commits an illegal screen twice on Dylan Brooks, the same player. Any use of the hands and arms during a screen should be an automatic illegal screen, automatic whistle for the ref. And Draymond Green he clearly uses his hands the second time for sure. I mean, that's not even how you set a screen. But yes, any use of the hands or arms while setting a screen, that's an automatic illegal screen, automatic whistle from the official. But they didn't call it, and the L2M report did come out and say that was a foul committed by Draymond Green, and it should have been a turnover, Memphis Grizzlies ball. The next play I want to review is from a game that is a little bit more recent. This is about 2 weeks ago. It's from the Celtics against the Knicks, and Grant Williams was called for a foul, a loose ball foul. I wanted to review this play because I think this is a great example of incidental contact. Again, incidental contact is any physical contact that you are touching with someone but it does not deem worthy of a foul. So let's just get right into the play. Yeah, see, by the looks of this play, you can maybe think like I get why they called a foul on this, especially like bang play. It looks like he may have brought him down, and usually when players are getting brought down, then there usually is a foul, and players do trip on themselves. It does happen, but it looks like he's not the reason why he fell down, and that's why they called this foul. This is incidental contact. He was going for the rebound, and while showing you while it slowed down, even while he went for the rebound, he went back, and I don't even think he may have pushed him a little bit, but this is not enough to constitute a foul, and they called that because Hart fell to the ground, so they felt like they had to. But according to the rulebook, I mean, this is incidental contact off a rebound. He doesn't use the body whatsoever. Even if you're arguing that he hits him with the body, he doesn't really hit him. He makes contact with him with the body. He doesn't push him or anything. He actually moves back with the body. And they said that the call should not have been made, which I do agree with. This is definitely incidental contact by the looks of it. This is the only angle I have, but according to this angle, that was incidental contact, which does not deem a foul. Well, that's all the time I have for today. Thank you for watching the Ref Spotlight on Varsity Weekly.
Thanks, Caleb. And now let's hear from Olivia on Hustle with Houston.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Hustle with Houston. I'm your host, Olivia Hirschberg. In today's segment, we'll be discussing Isaiah's busy week ahead with the first game for the Arizona Rattlers for the 2023 season. Of the game on Friday, what is this upcoming week going to look like for you?
Yeah, so we fly out tomorrow. There'll be a lot of traveling tomorrow, check into the hotel, and then just get ready for the game. So a lot of stretching at night, make sure I have a good dinner, and just keep the body loose, probably take an ice bath, in the hotel, and get ready to go for Friday.
Perfect. So how is it traveling? I mean, obviously you guys travel as a team. So how is it getting to travel with the guys and how it translates into how you guys compete when you're away versus home?
Right. So obviously it's a business trip for us. So, we go up there business casual on the flight and no messing around, checking in the hotel, and curfew's 11 p.m. So definitely hang out with the guys a little bit, but want to stay mentally prepared and locked in and get that win. And then definitely after the game and the flight back will be a lot more casual and kind of enjoying that win and getting back into town and back home safely.
How is your mindset different when you're home versus away? 'Cause I feel like away kind of has a lot more built into it with, like you said, traveling, preparing, and still getting your exercise in and stretching and everything. So how is it compared to traveling versus getting to be at home?
Right. So obviously at home, I'm staying at my own place and have the company of my dogs. I like that. So, like you said, traveling, it's more of a business trip and just kind of go up there, you're going into another team's turf and home field. So you want to set the tone early and let them know that you're there and you mean business. And so definitely, that aspect of just going up there with that mindset is kind of a little bit different from home. You're at home, your normal routine and stuff. So a little bit more laid back when you're at home. But yeah, I would say that's the biggest difference.
And I know that we have spring training's been in town. So have you been able to take your mind off of football and put it into more of a spectator kind of mode, or no?
Yeah, I would love to enjoy some spring training games, but obviously we just had camp, so those days are long. We're there from about 7 to 6:30 at night, so I'm glad that's over with for sure. During the season, we're just there for about 4 hours each morning. So hopefully, now that I got some time during the week, maybe check out a spring training game or two, and just been walking my dogs when I get home, and that's pretty much about it.
For sure. And I mean, it's winding down, and for when it comes, because for season, it's from March, is it to July? Is that when it is?
Yeah, correct. Our season, regular season will end late July, and then if we were blessed to make it to the championship game, I think that is August 12th date for that. So it's a long season.
It definitely is, and obviously hoping for a playoff run. So how is it when it comes to regular season, making that time for yourself, as well as for the people around you? How is that getting to incorporate it versus when you're just training for during the off season?
Yeah, obviously in the off season, I train for about 2 hours a day, and then I have the rest of my day to, whether that's, train other people or just spend time with my son and my girlfriend and my dogs. Season, obviously don't have as much time with traveling and whatnot. I was actually looking for somebody to watch my dog this weekend. So, there's a lot more that goes into it during the season, and definitely it's a commitment, but that's why you put in the work all off season and prepare your body and get ready for the long grind that is that season.
That's it for this edition of Hustle with Houston. We'll catch you next time.
Thanks, Olivia. Here's Dominique Hernandez with that GCU Club Report.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dominic Hernandez, and today I'm very excited to be doing an interview with the director for club basketball operations for GCU, Josh Braun. So, Josh, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Yes. And then my first question is, so I know you previously played basketball at GCU, so just tell me about what the experience was like being able to play for the school.
Oh man, I really enjoyed the time that I had at Grand Canyon playing there. I mean, obviously the atmosphere is unbelievable. That's something that I miss big time. But it's really cool to see them, in the tournament this year, which is a really cool feat for them. I know just as a university, just seeing the program grow and being able to be there for the start of that. I mean, it was a cool experience.
So now that you're the director of the club basketball operation, so why did you decide to come back to do that at GCU?
Well, I think for me, I enjoy the game of basketball, and I know still have quite a few connections over at Grand Canyon University, and the job became available, and I thought, hey, this is something that I'd really enjoy. Mark Nelson and Dan Nichols are two guys that I've known for a long time, and had a relationship with during my career at GCU and beyond that. So it's cool to work alongside those guys, and just an opportunity to be around the game and be around, the college students and help them along their journey.
So since you've been a part of both Division I basketball and club basketball, what difference have you noticed between the two?
Well, I'd say, NCAA level, everybody knows, right? As far as the club level, a lot of people don't know about club basketball, and I think especially on the west side, of the country, I think it's a more popular thing out east. And one thing I say to describe it to people is, you've got the NCAA level, you've got intramurals, and club is a nice in between for a lot of the student athletes that maybe decided not to go to that next level of play, with 6 days of practices a week and grueling schedules. But they still get to play competitively, still get to compete for a national championship, still get to play against other club schools, and we had games against clubs, or ASU's club team this year, NAU's club team this year. We've played a couple of junior colleges. We've played a few other teams that were good competition for us. So I think it's to explain that. I mean, it's nice to have an outlet for these kids that is still competitive, yet they don't have to compromise school time. They're not on the road all the time. So I think it's a really cool mix that way.
So what have you enjoyed the most about being a part of club basketball?
I'd say the relationships. I think that's something that I love the most is being around guys that have a heart for the game, want to help serve and help each other grow. I think that's really cool. I think we've got some really good coaches on the staff that really pour into the student athletes that we have. And so I think that's the biggest thing for me, and that's the biggest reason I took the job is wanting to help those student athletes grow, develop, especially as they're in their young adult lives, and just help them along the way.
So, in speaking about the athletes, what do you hope the players get out of playing the club basketball?
Well, I think obviously I want them to have a good experience more than anything. I think creating a family culture and atmosphere where they create friendships with a lot of their teammates that go on, well beyond the years of college, where they can kind of lean on each other, grow, support each other. I think that's huge. We want to win games, obviously. We've got a team that's playing for a national championship here, and they're hoping to earn their bid to go to nationals in Pennsylvania. So I think that's an aspect of it too. But I think more than that, it's seeing these young student athletes grow together, become better individuals and better basketball players.
And lastly, so how have you seen the skills you've learned from playing Division I basketball translate to helping out in club basketball?
Well, I think GCU, their club program, in my opinion, is unlike anything in the country. I think we have a lot of coaches, directors, the staff in club sports at GCU. They really understand college sports, and a lot of them have come from NCAA backgrounds. And so I think, for me, being able to be, somebody that's coming into the program, coming from the NCAA Division I side of things, I can bring a level of, I think, professionalism, a level of, discipline, competition, all that kind of stuff, expertise that I got to go experience as a player. I think that helps. I think I can bring that to the table, help these student athletes elevate their game, speak from my experience, and hopefully help in that regard.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. I'd like to thank the director of club basketball operations at GCU, Josh Braun, for taking the time to do this interview, and good luck on the rest of the season.
Thanks, Dominic. I appreciate you having me on. Thanks.
This has been the GCU Club Report. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, Dominic. Now let's hear from Jacob Seaver with interviews with the Thunderbird baseball coach and player of the game.
All right, we are here with our player of the game, Noah Anderson. You pitched a great game out there. What was kind of your mindset going into tonight? What was your game plan going in and looking to get the win?
Just throw strikes, looking to get ahead. Something I need to work on. I think I did a better job today, and just not falling behind in the count. Just trying to put the batters away.
And then in addition to on defense, you were great on offense. Tell me the importance of preparation and practice that kind of goes into creating a winning baseball game.
I mean, it makes or break what you do in the game, how you prepare. Working a lot offensively, and it's starting to pay off a bit.
Awesome. Great game today. Thank you. Back to you guys.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
All right, we are here with Thunderbird head coach Mike Jacobs. Coach, that was a great win today. Talk about some of the energy that fluctuated throughout the game in the dugout for you guys.
Up and down. I mean, we scored the first 2 runs there in the first inning and put up the game-winning run in the 7th. So trying to stay consistent in the dugout's one of the biggest things throughout the whole game. So it was good to see the energy there in the last inning.
Awesome. And what would you say was kind of one of the biggest turning points in today's game? I know you guys were able to jump out to an early lead, but things kind of fluctuated a bit. Tell me about what was the biggest turning point for you guys today.
I think that last inning, getting Adam Gauthier on base with his leadoff double, Caden Latopoulos executing the sac bunt there, and then just really good base running with Adam being aggressive there, because normally you're going to probably stay at third, but we were just being aggressive, and it was the game-winning run, so very pleased with them.
Awesome. Great win today, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Unfortunately, that's all for today. Thanks for tuning in, and until next week, go Varsity.